And welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm WatchUK99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. So here we are, week 6 in the National Football League schedule, and we are here to make our confidence picks for all 14 games on the schedule for this week. For those who may be new, with confidence picks, we not only try to pick the winners of every game, but we assign a confidence rating from 14 points, the game we have the most confidence in, all the way down to 1 point, the game we have the least amount of confidence in. So that is what adds the little wrinkle. Now let's do a quick recap of week 5. So we did finish above 500, went 8-6, got 63 points. I would like to thank San Francisco and Seattle for screwing me up. Oh, and by the way, they play each other Thursday night. How about that? So for the season, still remain under 500. We are 30-34, 299 total points. That does put us in the 62.2 percentile, up about 7.5% from last week. All right, so moving up in the right direction, slowly but surely. Let's see how we do this week. So the first game I'm going to pick, game I got the most confidence in, my number 14 is the Cleveland Browns at the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm taking the Eagles in this one. Philadelphia just had their bye week. They're coming off a lousy loss to Tampa Bay. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Lane Johnson should all return to the Eagles offense for this one. And the Browns, they are still a mess. Deshaun Watson behind center at quarterback, but the whole offense as a whole, they're averaging 3.8 yards per play. That is the worst in the NFL. It's going to be the Eagles at the link. Number 13, the Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. Every Falcons game has been pretty close this year. Picking their games has been tough. I say that ends this Sunday. The Panthers are struggling to stop anyone right now, and Kirk Cousins is coming off a career game against Tampa Bay. Andy Dalton and company, I still think they can get some protection against Falcons defense. They can't really get to the quarterback. I just don't think that they're keeping up drive for drive with the Falcons offense. So give me Atlanta in that one. My number 12 game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. So we're staying in the NFC South with that one. I'm taking the Buccaneers. No Derek Carr, so Spencer Rattler is in a quarterback for the Saints. I was not too high on Rattler when he was in college. The New Orleans offensive line, they've taken some hits. And Todd Bowles, even though I don't think much of him as a head coach, he does know how to set up a scheme to fluster rookie quarterbacks. Also, the New Orleans defense is averaging 411 yards per game over the last 3 weeks. I think that favors the Tampa Bay running tech led by White and Irving. So I'll take Tampa Bay on the road. So in both NFC South games, I'm taking the road team. Number 11, the Houston Texans at the New England Patriots. Give me Houston. Welcome to the NFL, Drake May. And guess who he gets to face? Probably the best pass rush in the NFL in Houston. They are allowing just 51.7% of opponent passes to be completed. For the Texans, Nico Collins is on IR. He's the league's leading wide receiver. He will miss the next 4 games at least. I can see New England giving Houston a little bit of a fight. I just think the Texans have too much. Number 10, we got an old school rivalry here with the Steelers and the Raiders. I'm going to take Pittsburgh on the road. I'm seeing kind of an ugly field goal heavy kind of game here. Aiden O'Connell will be in a quarterback for the Raiders in this one. Kept saying Gardner Minshew, he can play for you for a couple of weeks, but you're very limited. And now they make the switch over to O'Connell. No Devontae Adams for the Raiders in this game. His hamstring is hurt. Wink, wink. And the Raiders defense has zilch outside of Max Crosby. So even though Pittsburgh doesn't score a whole heck of a lot, I think they'll move the ball enough to get ahead, kick some field goals, and that'll be enough for a win. Number 9, the Arizona Cardinals at the Green Bay Packers. Arizona on the road for a second straight week. Now, the Green Bay offense has not gotten completely on track since Jordan Love returned to the lineup. He's really struggling under pressure. The good thing for Green Bay is I don't like this Cardinals defense. They have the lowest pressure rate of any team off the blitz and the second lowest pressure rate overall, only ahead of Atlanta. I could see an easy 30 spot here from the green and gold in Lambeau Field. Number 8, the Washington Commandskins at the Baltimore Ravens. Well, this is a once every 4 years rivalry. It's often very one-sided. Not so right now. Washington is the 4-1 upstart team facing a perennial powerhouse. It's Jane Daniels, it's Lamar Jackson, maybe the most anticipated quarterback matchup of the week. Is it going to be the student or is it going to be the teacher? Well, Daniels, he has completed 77% of his passes, the highest rate in the league. That is one impressive number. And Jackson, hey, he's on an early pace to eclipse 4,100 yards passing plus 1,200 yards rushing. I'll take the teacher for the main reason. That dominant ground attack that Baltimore has to offer is going against Washington. They're allowing 5.1 yards per carry. Give me the Ravens at home. Number 7, we go across the pond to London, England. It is Jacksonville against Chicago. Well, the Jags now have their first win of the year, and now they fly to their second home in London for 2 games in a row. The Bears had that blowout last week. I figured that would happen. The Bears defense is allowing 17 points per game. That's tied for 5th in the league. On the other side, Jacksonville's pass defense stinks. And Caleb Williams, he's impressed over the last couple weeks, completing 71% of his throws, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a passer rating of 117.5. I like the Bears in London. Number 6, the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego at the Denver Broncos. Denver somehow has won 3 straight. The Chargers did get their bye week last week, and I think it was very much needed. Gives Justin Herbert's ankle a chance to heal up that much more. And the Bolts are one of 6 teams to allow fewer than 100 yards rushing on average. That's 6th in the NFL. What that means is Denver's passing attack might need to do more than what they're capable of if they're going to win this game. They have the 28th ranked passing offense in the NFL, does Denver. And also that physical Chargers ground game, no joke. I say the Denver win streak gets terminated at Mile High Stadium. Number 5, AFC South rivalry, the Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. I'm seeing a lot of people taking the Colts here. I just don't see it. Anthony Richardson is coming back for this game, but when he's been in the lineup, he's prone to incomplete passes and to interceptions. Tennessee, they're coming off their bye week, and look at the difference in defenses. If you go by yards per game, Tennessee is number 1 in the league. Indianapolis is 32, dead last. The one catch with the Titans is they only have 2 takeaways. That might be one of the biggest reasons they've lost as much as they have, but I'm going with the Titans in this one. Number 4, the Cincinnati Bengals at the New York Football Giants. This will be a national TV game, I believe. Bengals are 1-4, hanging on for dear life. The Giants stole a win last week in Seattle. Malik Neighbors expected to be back as of right now. I don't think it's 100% yet, but even if they get him back, Kayvon Thibodeau, one of their best pass rushers, is out due to wrist surgery. And against that offense, you need every pass rusher you can get. I think it's shaping up to be another shootout, but I'll take the upside of Joe Burrow over Daniel Jones. So give me the Bengals on the road. Number 3, the Thursday night game. This is probably already done by the time you're watching. The San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks can be exploited on defense. Now they are without a top defensive lineman in Murphy, a top pass rusher in Nwosu, and a top quarterback in Reek Woolen. And let's be honest, their undefeated start was a facade. They were facing bad teams. They were doing just enough to win, and now they're just making dumb mistakes to lose games. Now, I don't love what I'm seeing from the Niners. They're blowing double-digit leads like a tornado, but I'm trusting Brock Purdy and company against a beat-up Seattle defense. Give me the Niners. Number 2, this might be the game of the week. The Lions at the Cowboys. I have expected a lot more from Detroit's defense this year. And also the Cowboys, they're undermanned on defense as well. And I got to give Dallas credit. They ran the ball well against Pittsburgh last week. Didn't see that one coming. I do see a shootout happening here, but Goff against Prescott, Lamb against St. Brown, slight edge Detroit. Give me the Lions on the road. And finally, number 1, the game I've got the least confidence in, Monday night. Yep, the Buffalo Bills at my New York Jets. Somehow this game is for first place in the AFC East, and both teams are on 2-game losing streaks. I never thought I would see the day this would happen. But before Tuesday morning, before the Jets fired their head coach, and before they demoted Nathaniel Hackett to being a coffee boy, I would have picked the Bills by 2 scores. That's how little confidence I had in where the Jets' mentality was after that loss in London to the Vikings. But now with Salah gone and Hackett no longer calling plays and making sure the right amount of cream and sugar are in each cup of joe, I think the Jets get a little shot of adrenaline. I think it's now a total toss-up. And remember, interim coaches typically get a win in their first game. Plus, the Jets play about as well as any defense does against Josh Allen. And I still got to wonder, is Allen over the alleged concussion that he suffered last week against Houston when he was taken out of the game and allowed to re-enter? I just have a feeling about this one. Yeah, the Jets are super hard to figure out, but Buffalo's offense is just not working right now. James Cook, their big running back, is looking like he might miss this game with a toe injury. I'm going to take the Jets on Monday Night Football to climb into a tie with Buffalo and but technically take control of first place in the AFC East. All right, those are my predictions for this week. If you've got some predictions, put them right down there in the comments. Everybody, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to be on the lookout for the Jets-Bills game preview video. Also, my 5 bold predictions for Jets-Bills. There'll be some more baseball content coming out about the Mets, probably the Yankees as well. And, of course, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you right back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.